Hi, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Wizard101 video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to farm Dream Water efficiently. I know a lot of players have been speculating of how I've been getting so much Dream Water, and I'll break it down for you today on how I've been getting so much. Literally, like the first day of Wallaru, I had like 1,000 something. Just for me farming like crazy. But you got to keep in mind that I am quad boxing. I am farming with my alt accounts and going ham on these bosses. Of course, I already knew how to do some of these fights. All these fights were listed in the Discord, so if you are in the Discord, you guys already knew how to do all the fights for Wallaru because of the fact that I left the Discord slides in there. So that's why some people are also like mindful of how I've been getting it. But we'll break it down for you of how I've been getting it pretty fast. So if you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. And let's talk about Dream Water. So the whole point of Dream Water and the whole point of why I need so much is so I can craft all the jewels and I can craft all the pity system stuff whenever I want. Literally, I can craft any pin, I can craft any jewel, I can craft whatever I need. And that's just something that what players are going to need to do. I'm going to have to get the badge on multiple characters because of the fact that I want to be able to craft any pin at any time on my maxes. So that's something that's up my agenda, which will be eventually done within the next week. I'll probably have all the setups done. There should be I think a max death vid soon, and then I haven't decided what character I'm gonna max out next, but we're balling. It doesn't take that long to max out the characters. The solo fights, even though some of them are atrocious, but even though like now I'm quad boxing, called incendiating, I can burn through and make all my characters max easily. So who should I farm for Dream Water? Who should I farm? You got the ship fight, you got Mr. Montgomery, you have the the other two fights. You have Freddy, you have Crash. Which one's efficient? Now this one is kind of like subjective, right? You can be like, well, someone can argue, well, Crash is better, no, Freddy's better. The fleet fight is not better. I will tell you that. Fleet fight and Mr. Montgomery are not going to be the best for Dream Water because the fact of you have how long it takes. Because if you guys pay attention for the Mr. Montgomery fight, you have to do the prerequisite 2 fights, and then you have the 5-round fight of doing the actual Mr. Montgomery fight, and you're only getting like 2-3 Dream Water in that time frame. And if you think about it, that's like 7 rounds for 2 Dream Water. That's not that good. The fleet fight, even though it's 2 rounds, you're getting 2 Dream Water, but the animations in that fight make it so it's so long, and it just feels like Dream Water is like not that good. Now the way I got so much Dream Water is I was actually farming Freddy. Now you can also farm Crash. Don't worry, it's not like it's the end of the world. That you can't farm Crash is still very easy. You get 1 Dream Water guarantee, and it's a Scald Incendiate, no cheats, nothing like that, and it's just like there's nothing to worry about. Freddy, on the other hand, if you do Mass Feint, you do this stuff to 1 round as well. He does have like these side cheats that like extend it by a little bit, so you can be like, oh well, technically Crash is faster because I don't have to deal with any cheats. But since Freddy can also drop 3 a run, the matter of fact that it's almost equivalent or even a little bit better, that Freddy is just a bit better because the fact that if you get 3 drops, you can get more Dream Water than doing a run of or like 2 runs of Crash. So that's why I treat Freddy as a priority in that regard. But you guys also have to keep in mind that having a crafting benefit elixir doubles your pity systems. So for example, if I got a 3 drop in Freddy, and let's say now I have the elixir on, I'm getting 6 a run. In Crash, I would be getting 2. Now, do you guys see what I'm trying to get at? So farming with the crafting benefit elixirs, if you players are smart and you guys have some from either the birthday events or even just past events or even visiting Majid whenever there's a crafting benefit, always save those. Like even on my alts, whenever I see Majid sell crafting elixirs, I always buy them because of whenever we get worlds like this, I can just farm all the reagents like nothing and just sell all the reagents to myself. Of course, not everyone's going to have that luxury. But I did some math and I had some other people test it as well, and they were getting like within an hour they were getting around 200 Dream Water, right, of them just farming with the randoms, and that was just on their account. So obviously that's still really good, like 200 an hour. What more are you asking for? And you're farming your rings, you're farming all this stuff. So in my opinion, I would say farm Freddy. Now Of course, if you don't have the setup to do Freddy, like Scald Incendiate, then obviously I think, in my opinion, Crash would be better to farm. If you don't, even if we're comparing Scald Incendiate versus Scald Incendiate on Crash and versus Freddy, Freddy would be better, obviously. But if, let's say, you don't have access to either Scald Incendiate variant setup, because obviously if you look at the slides I posted in the Discord, both setups require you to have Scald Incendiate. Now, if you make them both 2-round, Crash is better, because Freddy, you have to deal with more animations. But obviously, pure efficiency wise, if you have the Scald Incendiate setup, you know, and all that type of stuff, of course Freddy would just be better. But that's why I'm saying it's a little bit subjective based upon what your playstyle is and what you have to deal with and what resources you have. Of course, people are gonna be like, well, I don't have people to grind with, I can't do Scald Incendiate, I do not have the deck, all that. But you got to keep in mind, I've been saying this for like the longest. Whenever there's a decathlon, try to get the 2-pip deck. Always try to get that 2-pip deck. I'll probably do it again whenever the next decathlon comes out, because players really need to get that 2-pip deck. Get the Incendiate setup, and you can literally make your life so much more easier, and you will not regret it. That's the whole premise of everything I do. That's cheese. I want to accelerate the fight. So if you don't have that deck and you don't have access to Scald Incendiate, it slows it down. Yes, I understand, but just having it accelerates the fight, accelerates your drop chances, all these things. So it's just so much better to have that. But like I said, Dream Water as a whole, I know it's going to be annoying to get at first, but you will power through it and you can get it. But make sure you're getting your badges first. I wouldn't treat it as like what I did, how like I have just 999 casually just sitting there. What I would do is get the badges for the crafting. So like, for example, like if I want to craft like all my pins and all that thing like that, of course you need a certain amount of kills per badge for each boss, right? So then you can unlock the pity system, whatever, right? So like, for example, if I want to do fleets, I have to do it 15 times for the badge. Crash, I have to do 20. Mr. Montgomery, I have to do 10. And then Freddy, I have to do 10. What I would recommend is get all those badges first. Get those badges so you can craft the pity stuff on that character. Then go level up your other characters. Go get those badges as well. Once you finish everything and you have all those badges on each character, you can access the pity system on all your characters, because you can only craft school specific pity system stuff. So like the damage jewels, the sword pins, everything like that, that's only for that specific character, right? So get all that done, get the pity system unlocked. Then what you should do is, once you have all your characters already maxed out and you're like, okay, now I'm just missing gear, that's when you should go farm the Dream Water. That's when you should go use that stuff, because then you can just use it and craft whatever you're missing, because you're going to get a lot of Dream Water passively just by doing all these bosses and trying to go for all these badges, right? And along the way, you probably already get all your Reaver stuff while doing that. So don't just run into Crash, don't just run into Freddy like I did. I mean, obviously if you have the setup, of course do it, right? But if you only have one account, yes, or one character, I mean, yes, go do it. But if you have multiple characters, I advise you to go do the badges first, then come back and go get your Dream Water. It's better time-wise, it's better efficiency, and we got to think more realistic. So that's what I had to break this down for you guys, so you guys get a better understanding. And if you guys don't know, you have to get the badge for the pity system. So of course, like, each badge is locked behind a certain pity system. So for example, if I want to craft sword pins, I have to beat the fleets 15 times and get that badge unlocked, and then on the crafter in Hope Springs, I can go craft it. But it's badge locked because you have to have that badge on that specific character. So you got to keep that in mind. So that's why I'm advising you to get that badge, get your badges, craft the specific ones once you have a bunch of water and you've already had the badges unlocked, and then you can pinpoint getting water from Freddy or Crash, depending on the people you have. So that's about it. Now I advise, like I said, if you have the setup, do Freddy. If you can't, try to do Crash with people. If you can't, don't do team up with Freddy, because honestly the animation time is just no. Like, if you have a solid team, Incendiate is just better. I rather, at that point, if you're doing team up, just do team up in Crash if you really want to just get Dream Water, and just pray that you can do it in 2 rounds, because it's faster than doing on Freddy team up 2 round, because not everyone's gonna know the strat, right? But that is it. Hopefully I kind of broke it down for you guys the best way I possibly can. If you guys do have any questions, let me know in the comments below. There should be some more videos throughout the day. I'm catching up a lot of videos because I'm kind of like basically almost done with the grind for Wallaru. It's just leveling characters at this point, so I can just take a break in between and you know, get you guys all these videos out that I've been kind of slacking on, because this Wallaru's been out for like 3-4 days. Haven't been really posting. But like, if you've been in the Discord, you guys would know like what stuff has been happening, what I've been up to, everything like that. So I'll probably post videos of how to do all the other fights as well. Even though they're already on the slides, I'll probably still make videos telling you guys how to do them. So there is that. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have been farming your dreamstone, dream water, everything, all the above, questing, everything like that. Basically everything. Hopefully you guys have been having a good time. So that is it for me. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.